People are going to love that.
Yeah, how annoying was that? A scale of 1 to 100. 1,000?
What's up, dudes? I'm Erin.
I'm Nicole. This is Dude, That's Fucked Up. Which is very broad. It's a very broad. And we did that on purpose. Thank you very much.
Yeah. We're not trying to fucking paint ourselves into a corner.
No. Do we just want to get on here and talk and have fun and joke around? Yeah, that's what the whole point of this is.
Yeah.
So...
we're not making any money from this, really. So this is all just fun. If you like it, that's great.
Yeah.
If not, fine.
Yeah. Okay, bye. I don't know what you're doing here then. God.
Yeah. God. Leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
Oh, my God. This talk today, it's so good. Oh, my God.
So fun. It is not what I thought it was.
Nope. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be magic, I think.
I think so, too. Gosh. It's changed my worldview a little bit, I have to say.
Me too. I feel like I felt a cosmic shift in my personhood. Like I just was
totally.
Like, oh, this is like, okay. Yes, there's like so many people out there doing things, and I'm just like me here, not doing those things, but who cares?
Yeah. Let live, you know?
Yeah.
Do we have any business today?
I don't think so.
Okay. Go to the website, dtfu.com.
I mean...
Podcast at dtfupodcast.com. You know what I mean. Come on. That's what I say every week.
I got personal business. Pete wants me to go take a battery to the recycling bin at fucking Home Depot. I'm like, you do it.
God, Pete, come on.
I'm like, fucking, what? They have a battery recycling bin there? I don't even know where it would be. All I know is Home Depot has plants and light bulbs.
Well, you know, you got to do your part to save the earth. It's on fire, so.
True. Hey, that's fair.
So, hope you're all recycling your batteries. I'm literally looking at a battery sitting here like it's my security system's old battery. It's like this honking thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't throw it in the trash can, so I know that instinctively. But I also am like, what do I do?
You take it to Home Depot.
The nearest Home Depot, in my case, is very far. I don't have a car. I'm not going to drive all the way there. I would just be offsetting whatever strides I'm making saving the planet by...
True.
I can't... Yeah, I don't know. So
yeah, I get it. I get it.
That's a fun, cool story for everybody. Hope you're entertained. Sorry, I had like a big swig of a cocktail I made myself.
Salty. Uh-oh.
It's very nice.
I mean, I could go on. The battery's from our Roomba. And his name's Korg.
Well, that's fun. I hope you do that recycling at some point. Let's see. Do you have anything fucked up this week?
Well, okay. You know how like Game of Thrones is happening? We've talked about it. And like, you know, I try to stay off social media till I watch it because I don't want anyone to spoil anything. But I did.
And you're on the West Coast feed, so.
And I'm on the West Coast feed, but it doesn't apply when you have the HBO Go. You just watch it at 6 p.m.
That's true.
But I've been really good about that. But then last night was the second to last RuPaul's Drag Race, and I was on social media. It wasn't even dark yet here. And in California, and it had already aired on the East Coast, and their own handle was posted a spoiler about who got voted off, and it wasn't.
Don't tell me anything. I haven't watched it yet.
I won't. But it wasn't even like bye this person. It was like it showed a picture of the 4 queens that make it to the finale.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I've noticed that they're a little bit too
trigger happy. They're a little quick on the draw.
they're quick on the draw with their social media posts, especially on Instagram. So I have to avoid Instagram.
Yeah.
For a lot of spoilers and stuff. And Twitter's been getting me down these days, so I'm not there. I'm not on very much social media.
Yeah.
These days because it's too much sometimes. Except for our Facebook group, it's always so fun.
Oh, it's so fun.
So fun. So your fucked up is that you basically had that shit spoiled. That sucks.
Yeah, it's not even a fucked up. I don't really care.
I care.
I mean, I care, but like, I'm over it. I was just like grasping for straws this morning, I guess.
Well, it's just that social media ruins everything. So.
Yeah, it does. What's your fucked up of the week?
So I saw that it's just been a really rough week or so for pussies. Not just vaginas. Like, we have all these abortion bills that are passing that are unconstitutional that are going to make it to the Supreme Court because they're going to be challenged in the upper courts. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actual cats. Kitty cats having a rough time. I saw that Grumpy Cat died.
Oh,
it's
I
so
didn't
sad.
know that. Today?
Yeah, I think it was a girl cat, was only 7.
Oh,
So sad. And also my poor kitty, Buddha, passed away this past week. I know. Buddha was the best cat. He was 18 years old. He was born in 2001.
Whoa.
Before 9/11. Yeah. So I always say he knew a pre 9/11 world. And he just, he's older than most kids on social media these days. So yeah, we had him put to sleep at home. The vet came and did it. It was a very, I don't want to say it was lovely, but it kind of was because we didn't have to take him anywhere or stress him out. And the vet just did the whole procedure on our couch, and I just held him the whole time.
Oh.
And he just passed away. Like, he just fell asleep.
Aww.
And it was beautiful and so sad. But he was old and he lived a good life. And it took me a while to decide to do that, to put him to sleep.
Yeah.
But you know what? He was struggling for a while. He was in pain. He had arthritis. He had urinary tract issues. He had liver things going on. He had a heart murmur. But he just kept on trucking.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so hard when they're just like, meh. But then he started having like lots of accidents around the house. And
yeah.
So.
And you said your other cat was like not being very nice.
Yeah, and our other cat, sometimes when your cat gets, kind of, when you have 2 cats or more, and one cat gets sick, the other cat could like gang up on him and start kind of being like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" and being kind of mean to him. So
it's like lizard brain, probably, because they're like, "Hey, you need to like not affect us." Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take us down with you.
It's like a thing of like, if there's like a disease or something, they don't want to be like infected, so they like ostracize. Yeah, so it's like it's a weird cat behavior, but
yeah.
So yeah, he was kind of like beating him up and stuff. So that was like really fucked up. So we were like, "Oh, Buddha buddy, we don't want to prolong your discomfort." So, and I know how hard that can be. Obviously,
yeah.
I've had pets before, but like this is the first time it's like been like my pet and my ultimate decision. So, otherwise it's always been like a family pet where it's like my dad is like, "I'm taking the dog to the vet" or whatever, and it's like you just rely on your parents to do it. So, I don't know. It was sad, but I'm confident he is in a better place.
Oh, good. It's like the dark side of adulting.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
Like all the crap you didn't want to have to deal with. But yeah, he's in the great sleep.
Mm-hmm.
He hopefully is dreaming for eternity of catnip and lizards. I don't know what cats dream about.
Well, he specifically was not entirely active. He was like, he really lived up to his name. Like, he was very, very chill. So
okay.
I imagine he's snuggling on people's laps.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's dreaming of sunsets and fancy feast.
That's right.
For all
the food.
eternity.
All the food he wants. So, yeah. Anyway, so
I'm sorry you had to do that.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but I feel for anybody out there who's having a hard time with their pet right now, or has had to let their buddy go recently. It's hard.
Yeah,
so,
it's very hard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, well, let's talk about some non-sad animal-related news, I suppose.
Yeah, our topic is animal-centric.
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah. And what we're going to talk about has like the people involved like love animals so much.
Yes.
So, and that's where it comes from, the love of animals.
The love of animals. Sometimes it could be taken a little bit too far, but for the most part, it's pretty benign.
Well,
I think.
Not these people. Some people, not in what we're going to talk about. Fuck sheep.
No.
Or whatever. There's people out there doing the nasty things when we don't talk to those people. They should be shunned.
That's different. That's very different from what we're talking about. And in case you haven't figured it out yet, we're talking about furries. It's a long-awaited episode, I think, for me personally, and I think for a lot of listeners. We've gotten a lot of requests for this topic.
Yeah, but when we were first starting the podcast, like legit, I think even before our second episode, we were like, what else should we do? And we made a whole list of topics. And this was one of them. And we just like have never made our way back to this topic yet, even though it comes up every now and then. But I think it's good that we waited so long because I feel like personally I have grown a lot in the last 2 years as a person and like trying not to be like judgmental about you know things and just like learning to be more open-minded and stuff. And I feel like had we done this earlier, my response to it would have been like very negative, whereas spoiler alert, I don't really care that much.
I
you do what
agree.
you want. Yeah.
I think that's a great point. I think we wouldn't be able to have as nuanced of a conversation about it as we would have if we would have had done this topic, when we first started.
Yeah.
And we're more comfortable talking about things while being non-judgmental. So yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so true. It's like, what's our main motto here? Be excellent to each other.
Yeah. And yourself, but also to each other.
Yeah.
But first to each other.
But first to each other.
Or first to yourself. I don't know.
First to yourself. I would say honestly, if you're not nice to yourself, you're not going to be nice to other people.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of negative self-talk, you're going to project that onto other people. So,
yeah.
But don't be a narcissist. But also there's you gotta find your middle ground.
Listen, don't take it to full narcissistic asshole. All right, we don't need more of those.
You don't need to be that nice to yourself.
Yeah, all right, like treat yourself like you would other people. That's the thing.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know though.
Well, oh God.
It's so hard. Life's hard, guys. Life is hard. It doesn't need to be harder by being like, you don't need to make somebody else's life harder by being an asshole about things.
Don't be a dick to people. That should be our motto.
Yeah, don't and what we've mentioned before too is like how shaming people for things that are like out of the societal norm, quote unquote norm, that's not cool. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So
if it's benign stuff that doesn't affect you or then who fucking cares what people are into? Yeah.
So, that being said, we're starting it off just going for it. Like,
we don't like all the same things, Erin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
We don't have to.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm like, Erin, you suck because you like this thing.
I mean, we come together on a lot of stuff, but I don't know, man. The more I dig into this, the more I'm kind of like, am I a furry?
Yeah. Dude, listen, we're going to talk about some things later. My voice just cracked. I don't know what's happening. I'm going like through second puberty because some of this stuff made me grow up real fast. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. We're going to get to some very uncomfortable truths.
Okay, this
towards
is
the end
not
of this.
furry related, but along my research, I found a picture of Buzz Lightyear out of his spacesuit.
You fucker.
It is because he's human, so it doesn't count. Yeah. He's a human,
but he's a cartoon.
Well, he's a cartoon, but he's of a human. Well, he's of a toy, but it's like human qualities. Okay, it's not an animal; it's a human quality doll. That anyway, and he is. Oh, he is ripped. I don't know if Disney did this or if it was
I don't think so. Somebody with too much talent and too much time on their hands.
But you've seen
man.
his chin. That's the chin of a man with a six-pack.
I don't like that chin.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I don't like that.
It's like very strong. He does not have, you do not look at him and be like, oh, I look at that chin and I'm like, that's a chiseled man in there. And
listen, I'll fuck Woody over Buzz Lightyear any
Ew.
day.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay. I did not mean to have such a visceral reaction to that, but he's basically fucking Howdy Doody, you dork. Also,
I like it.
But if this was real life, I totally would, because that's Tom Hanks and Buzz Lightyear is fucking that asshole Tim Allen, who's like some conservative weirdo piece of shit.
Yeah. You butthole, you sent me that picture of Buzz Lightyear and I was like, whoa.
You didn't like it, but Mama liked.
Okay.
That's me.
Fair enough.
Liked it.
All right. So Buzz Lightyear aside, what is a furry? So the preconception is it's some sort of weird kink,
sex
right?
Yeah.
That was my
preconception.
I asked a couple people what comes to mind when I say furry, and that was the overwhelming general consensus was a furry is like a weird sex thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say it's two Times Square Elmos fucking. Isn't that what it is?
I mean, I think that's what people have in their mind. They don't want to say that, but it's what they have in their mind.
Oh, okay. So it's not that?
No. No,
it is. It is like so much more benign than that, and also like a very broad stroke of like a definition. It is like basically anyone who's into anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah.
Right? Mostly cartoons.
Right. Yeah. And what we mean by anthropomorphic means like we ascribe human traits to animals. So like, you know how you're like, oh, my cat's such a like scholarly little buddy and you put glasses on him and he's like on a book or something. Like that's like cats can't be scholarly. They don't know what the fuck a book is, you know, but or I don't know, you say your dog is like I don't know. People want their dogs to be they're part of the family. You ascribe human traits to them, whatever.
Yeah.
But in this case, people are literally drawing them with human bodies or whatever. So, yeah.
And like just basically furries are fans of anthropomorphized animals. So like it's just they love all things where like animals are made to be people-ish.
Yeah, and animated.
Yeah.
That's pretty basic, but yeah. That's the general.
Well, there's subcategories we'll talk about. But I think another thing of furries is because it's like this big community, like, and there's participatory elements of it, and like to identify yourself to other furries, they create avatars.
Right.
Which is called a fursona, which I like that. It's a good play on words. There's a lot of fun puns in furry.
Lots of good vocab. I should have looked up more vocab words, but it's there's a lot of like any good subculture. They have tons of their own kind of like language and vocab, and it's great.
Yeah.
So and there's a big online community, so you have an avatar like online, or you can have a fursona, I should say, out in the real world when you go to conventions that people put on.
Yeah. And I think like something like 97% of people in the furry community adopt a fursona, and so they give it animal-like traits. They'll name it, and they'll even have like an avatar of some sort. So it's like this, it's like a Disney character, like a cartoon Disney bear character or whatever, and they'll give it a name, and it has its own like attitude and its own little persona, and that's like how they interact in the community, whether it's like digitally or in person. And it's kind of like it's like not like a second personality. It's just like a character they play, kind of. Or they embody.
Yeah, and I think that's a really nice outlet for some people.
I think so. Well, this is the thing. I read this article in it was like a Psychology Today article, just talking about like the mindset and like how this is not an unhealthy outlet for people, like, you know, because of all the misconceptions. People are like, ew, that's so weird or gross, or like people are just like fucking in those suits or whatever. But it's not. It's like any sort of fandom. These people are just like really big fans of animation, specifically like animals being animated, and who have like people traits. And it's just like how people get really into like Trekkies, like, you know, people are Trekkies, they get really into Star Trek, or even sports fans who like get so super obsessive over their team, and they wear the jersey and they like wear the hats, and they're out in the world, and that's like how a way to identify themselves to other people. So it's very like it's just pretty basic. I don't know, it's like not that scandalous or weird. I don't know.
Well, I think because when you put on a fursuit, it is a little jarring. Like, I have nothing. I think it's totally healthy to adopt a persona in whatever way you like, in whatever interests you have. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like you're saying, like sports fans, like that's totally reasonable. When it's explained by that. My only issue is, and this is a totally personal me thing, is that I have a little bit of a phobia of people in like mascot in costume. Which is weird because I love Halloween, but that's totally different.
But when you can't see someone's face,
and they're kind of like larger than life, and when they're out of context, like not at a fucking like baseball game or at Disneyland or something, out of
unexpected,
like unexpected, like seeing, like I was watching a documentary called Fursonas, very good, highly recommend. There's a guy who's just like walking around in the woods in his fursuit, and I was just like, holy fucking shit. And I think that plays to like a lot of horror movies, probably a lot of tropes that we've seen that are kind of just like this jolting kind of creepy thing. Which it's the whole bottom line principle of this is that it's not creepy or weird, but that, you know, just out of context, somebody in a huge bunny suit, you know, a la Donnie Darko or, you know, something like that is, or even in Get Out, like the beginning scene of that movie, there's the bunny suit thing. So I just, I don't know. I think that's probably what it is in my brain personally, but I could see how, if that's my experience, that could be other people's too. So
I think most furries are just they're like super into animation, and like that, how they take part in being a furry is either by drawing or collecting or gaming or like consuming a lot of anthropomorphic animal content. But we already like touched on this a little bit. Some furries dress up, but it's not as many as you would think. It's only like 20% of the furry population. And that's called fursuiting, like when they create their fursona into like an actual in the world costume type thing. So, and that happens like generally, it sounds like sometimes out in the woods by themselves, but generally at like conventions for furries or meetups or like other places, like, you know, other types of like Comic-Con conventions or wherever they can go that where it feels like I would imagine that it would get them like a little bit of attention. Because I think a lot of this is like to express their personality in a way that is like that they get reactions from people that they don't as themselves. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, here in DC, the first time I saw furries in the wild was at the Cherry Blossom Festival down at the Tidal Basin.
Oh.
Amongst all the tourists, there was a couple furries just hanging out.
Wow.
And yeah, and it was like, I think some people were like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck are these furries doing? And then other people who don't know what furries are were like, oh, look at these fun people dressed up like for the kids or whatever. And so, yeah. And I think truly that's what they had in their minds. Like they weren't trying to be weird or anything. That was like, they were looking for that reaction and people to like hug and take pictures with. Like it wasn't, you know.
Also, parents don't know, like, because a lot of the personas are like, they've created these from pieces from all their favorite characters, whatever. So like, you wouldn't look at it and you wouldn't look at their like fursuit and be like, oh, that's Bambi or whatever. Like,
right.
It's like, oh, this is a character that they've made up from pieces that maybe you'd kind of recognize, like, oh, that has like they have like Sonic the Hedgehog's like head, but like they're a fox or whatever. It's like weird.
They're it's a
like a mishmash.
It's a mishmash of, and it's just like an original thing that they have created on their own. To
but kids would love it.
Them. Yeah,
but parents wouldn't know. It's like not a thing, you know. Like parents are old; they're not watching all the YouTube stuff and playing all the video games. You know, they're like, "Yeah, go. Oh, you like that character? Go get a picture."
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's just a person hanging out.
Yeah, and like at the time, I was like, "Oh, I know what a furry is because of fucking like Real Sex or whatever." HBO did a episode. And that's what like kind of shaped my misconception about it.
Your misconception?
My misconception.
Same. But mine was CSI. They had a whole episode I remember where like someone gets murdered and they were a furry, and it was like they treated it like this super perverse thing. Of course, it was in the context of the show because they were all fucking.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so furries like just all fuck each other. That's like the whole point of this, which. It's not.
It's not that.
Yeah.
Like, of course, in any community, there are people who do, like, weird stuff, but...
Oh, for sure.
For sure. But I can't imagine how it's, like, very impractical to be fucking in these things all the time.
Yeah, did you watch that Vice video? And the girl's like, I mean, have we tried? There was this woman who was like, have we tried it? Yeah. Was it awful? Yeah. I could not breathe in there. Like, and then the boyfriend was like, yeah, but like, we might try it again. We don't know. I was like, oh, he liked it.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot as fuck.
Yeah. You don't
want to get bodily fluids on anything because those suits are expensive to make. Like they're all custom for the most part.
You can't throw it in the washing machine. You got to take it to the fucking dry cleaner, and then you got to explain to them why there's like jizz all up the back. And it's like they're like,
and the
what
dry
is
cleaner's
this?
Like, don't worry.
Yeah.
I've seen this before.
He's like, I've seen Real Sex on HBO.
I've seen worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not that. It's yes, a couple people here and there do weird shit, but every community has their weirdos.
Well, yeah.
So yeah.
And if you want to fuck in a fucking fursuit, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, if that's your kink, no kink shame.
Yeah, that's one of the things we've learned in the last 2 years. And it doesn't have anything to do with me. So
And sorry I said they're weirdos. They're not weird. They're just,
You're just not into it. That's all right. You don't
That's
have to
okay.
be. Yeah, we're not.
I know.
We're into some stuff later, though. We're going to talk about it. Listen.
I don't like getting super sweaty fucking naked. Like, so
No.
I can't, I don't want to do that
Honestly,
in a fursuit.
I would be a never nude if I could, but I think jean shorts in the shower sounds awful. Unless it's those jean short Speedos, which I liked. Everyone.
The Cheetos?
I don't know that anyone knew I was sincere. I liked the one piece a lot, actually. I thought it was cute.
I thought it was cute, too.
Okay, good.
Cool.
Maybe we'll order them. Oh my God. For 4th of July.
Yes. Oh, for sure. And we got to get some flare hair too.
Oh my God. Flare hair. That's a
flare hair and a Jito.
Flare hair is like Guy Fieri's hair, yeah?
Yeah, like in a visor.
Yeah,
like yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Yeah, but anyway, that's basically like it's pretty benign. It's not like it's interesting, but it's like not as like weird as I thought it was going to be. I don't know, like they're just like animation fanatics, and at the end of the day, it's just like being a furry provides a community very similar to being, I don't know, a juggalo, a juggalette,
a whoop whoop,
family. And most of this community is made up significantly of youngish white dudes who are like generally well educated and into like a lot of nerd things like technology and video games, which all tracks, and that's totally cool. But also, and I thought this was really cool, members of the community are also 7 times more likely than the general population to identify as transgender, and about 5 times more likely to identify as non-heterosexual, and which speaks volumes to this community of furries because they're very inclusive. And I think a whole part of that is people get to create this fursona of made up of traits that like maybe they really wish they had themselves. You know, like if you want to present as more like of a male character, you could do that. If you want to present more as a female character, if you want to present more as androgynous character, you could do that, which is something I've always loved. And like if you want to be more outgoing, like you could take on all these things with your fursona, and that's why like it all makes so much sense to me why people like this and why people engage in it. It's the same reason people, have like online blogs and all these things where they're like, have a whole different persona.
And it's like one thing to like be online and have an avatar, but like the people who have the fursonas where they have fursuits in real life and whatnot, that whole outlet for people, the anonymity of that is so freeing, and I think really awesome for people. So I don't know. I think it's pretty cool.
Well, and it's only they're only anonymous in the sense that it's not like nobody knows who they are. They know who their fursona is. So like, they know who they are in a sense, but they don't know who's under there.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like really cool. It's like, oh, these people are friends, but their friendships are all built on like what they see, as their best self. Like they're putting their best self out, and then they're finding friends, and I don't know, there's like something interesting about that I really like.
Same. As I read more and more about this, it just is very, I don't know, seems very lovely and nice. So I was going back and looking at the history of furry-dom, of the furry fandom.
Ooh.
Is the official like way to term it, I guess. I always like the historical background of anything. I find it very interesting to know where this all began.
Yeah.
And so one of the best resources that you can find is an illustrated timeline by a man named Fred Patton.
Oh.
Which is entitled Retrospective and Illustrated Chronology of Furry Fandom 1966 through 1996. Fred Patton is considered by most to be one of the founders of furry fandom, and he also, very, very interestingly, helped bring anime to Americans. Like, he helped popularize it in the United States.
He loves animation.
Yes. So he starts his timeline with a section of proto fandom that begins back in the 60s, and it starts with, according to him, with an anime based on the manga series by Osamu Tezuka called Kimba the Lion. And that was the first color animated television series, which was created in Japan. And it also started airing in North America in 1966.
Oh.
So that's like kind of the first real like anthropomorphized cartoon character that people got really fascinated by.
Oh my God. Wait, in the 60s?
Yeah.
Whoa. Is it manga or manja?
I don't know. I always thought it was manga.
Oh, I thought it was manja. But anyway, I didn't even know that existed in the 60s. I thought like anime and all that stuff was like very new.
Well, anime is like the cartoon aspect of it. The manga, but I mean, and that's like not that new. Like that's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Since we've been able to have cartoons on TV.
Oh.
But like the manga, that manga's been around for centuries.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
So yeah, I have a book that I got in Japan from a really cool Japanese bookstore of just all this historical manga, and it's very very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so from there, from the 60s, other influences for this proto fandom include Fritz the Cat, the Marvel comic Howard the Duck, and some underground zines / comics, very notably Vooty and Omaha the Cat Dancer, which are kind of a little X-rated.
Ooh, Omaha the Cat Dancer.
Yeah, there's some sexy stuff going on in those zines.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he compiled all this timeline, and then when you get closer to the early 80s, that's when things start to coalesce into a fandom, really, where people are kind of finding each other and meeting up and doing and expressing their interest in this kind of this fandom.
Oh.
So the concept of a furry originated at a sci-fi convention in 1980 when a character drawing from Steve Galacci's Albedo Anthropomorphics, which I guess was like a book or a zine, I'm not sure.
Oh.
But it started a discussion of anthropomorphic characters in science fiction novels.
Oh.
This led to the formation of a discussion group that met at science fiction conventions and comic conventions. Huh. So that's kind of how this all started. And then the first real furry convention called Conference was held on January 26th through 28th in 1990 at the Holiday Inn, Bristol Plaza in Costa Mesa, California.
Oh, hey.
The membership was 145 people, and attendance was 130 people.
Wow.
So almost like 100% attendance. It's pretty good.
Wow.
Some people in the furry community estimate that there's anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million people now in the world who consider themselves furries. Whoa. These days. It could potentially be more with like online communities and whatnot. And I don't know. It's hard to say. But other people think that the number could be much higher, even as high as 5 million. I don't know about that. There is an interesting...
Those are like Scientology statistics.
Yeah, it's just really hard to say because it's not like it's a question on the census, you know?
Yeah.
But this study happened back in the summer of 2011 by the Anthropomorphic Research Project, where they kind of went around the largest furry convention called Anthrocon and did this survey. So they kind of like, I think got their numbers based on that. And that's kind of where that like more than 1 million number comes from. So who knows?
Wow.
It's very interesting. But it started very humbly at a Holiday Inn, and now people are living their truths by possibly the millions. I don't know.
Would you say that like a rudimentary way to say how this started is like cartoons happened, cartoons of animals happened.
Yes.
They gave those cartoons boobs. People started liking it. Now we have furries.
Yeah, I would say boobs and muscles.
Muscles, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I think for a lot of people, of our generation anyway, I might fall into this category. When you saw Disney's Robin Hood with the fucking fox who was Robin Hood, and you were like, I'm intrigued. Or like we were texting each other last night, I think for me it was Simba, really, because of Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Listen, I used to sit for hours in my room with the door closed. I wasn't doing anything weird. I was pretty young at this point. Lusting over Jonathan Taylor Thomas, listening repeatedly to Hakuna Matata, and when his part would come on, I would get full body chills. Guess what? Wasn't even JTT. It was a different guy.
Singing. Yeah,
it was a different guy. And yeah, I was like an actual singer. Yeah, but I would be like pining. I'd be like, I know. Oh, I just want him to like me. What a
girl!
dork.
I had a copy of Disney Adventures on my bedside table for like literally 6 months, right around when Lion King came out.
Oh my God.
Of JTT on the cover dribbling a basketball.
Oh my God. Yeah, I definitely had like, what was it? YM magazine. Yeah, I had pictures of him from that and like Tiger Beat when that still existed and all that shit. Woo! Oh my God. But
that might have been where it started. Well, he was a human.
But he was a human. But there are characters, like you were talking about the Robin Hood character, and I'm like, oodalali, what a day. Oh. Just kidding.
Girl.
I'm just kidding. I like that fucking song.
I damn near pissed myself just now.
Okay, no, but Erin sent me this article. It's a fucking BuzzFeed article. We're going to go through it.
It's a listicle, if you will.
It's a listicle. It's 30 cartoon animals you totally crushed on as a kid. I want to go through here and rate these.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we say yes or no. First up, someone named Donna Dickens wrote this in 2013. It's very old. You may have seen it probably more than once because that's how the internet circulates things. Okay. Her first one is, let's start off obvious. Beast was more attractive cursed. Now, I am not going to argue with that. I agree 100%. We've talked about how scary his face in the portrait was. Erin said he smelled a fart.
Go back and listen to our episode about Disney fucking stories.
Yeah.
Or what episode was it? I can't remember.
It's so early. Yeah.
The fetus prince.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Was that him? I don't know.
Yeah, but, it is.
Yeah, Erin said that he looks like he smelled a fart, and she is 100% right on the nose about that. But can we say that the Beast is more attractive? Yeah, sure. But is he attractive? I'm going to say no. What do you say about the Beast?
I don't know.
His dog face is too much for me. He has like a pit bull's underbite.
He has the underbite, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't. It's like and his tooth sticks out and it's like curly, and I don't like it.
You know, I think I would.
Okay. Well, I feel
he just needs to cap those teeth and maybe put some shoes on his hooves and so he doesn't scratch any of the bedding. I don't know. Who's to say?
Shoe your hooves. And then ravish me.
Oh my God, the next one. I cannot.
This is where she loses me in this article because...
It's only the second one.
It's only the second one, and she says, but he wasn't the only crush-worthy object in Beauty and the Beast, and then it's not Lumiere, it's not Mrs. Potts, it's fucking Chip, who's a child. She put a child cartoon character in this. It's weird as fuck.
I think this is a unanimous no.
This is a no's across the board. I do not like that.
The category is pedophilia.
We hate it. We don't like it.
We don't like it. We hate it.
Number 3, Lola Bunny from Space Jam, who is basically, it's like Nicki Minaj's body with a rabbit head with a ponytail. And also a bunny tail.
It's basically when Bugs Bunny would dress up as a girl. Remember?
Yeah.
Like in all the Bugs Bunny commercials?
Yeah.
And I always think of Wayne's World when Garth is like, did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he dressed up like a girl bunny?
He's like,
and everybody was like, yeah.
No. Oh, yeah, really?
Well, Wayne was like, no. But yeah, this is Lola Bunny.
Yeah.
And she's in this picture, she's like bending over, picking up a basketball.
Listen,
it is way too sexy for children.
It's way too sexy, and it's hot. Sure.
Yeah, it's a resounding yes.
It's a yes. Okay, next. I guess his name's Cloud Kicker from Tailspin. I remember Tailspin.
No, Kit. It's Kit. Kit Cloud Kicker.
Oh, Kit Cloud Kicker.
Oh, Tailspin. Oh, Tailspin.
It wasn't a favorite of mine, but
I liked it.
Did you like this guy? Did you like this kid?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I mean, I get it, but
I think it's also hard because bears to me are like he looks like a teddy bear, and that's like not sexy to me.
It's too cute.
Unless you're Baloo from the Jungle Book, then let's talk. Then let's talk.
Or Papa Bear from fucking Tailspin. They don't have that on here.
Oh, okay. I don't remember him. Okay.
It's the same concept of it's Baloo, basically.
Do you know which one's Chip and which one's Dale?
I don't.
Well, all
Chip
I know
and Dale
is I'm calling him Aviator Daddy because I like whatever one that wears the aviator jacket.
And it's like they both have like chest hair, so it's like very confusing.
I never realized,
but no pants.
I never realized until I looked at this that I liked that one. The other one in the Hawaiian shirt's a total doofus.
Yeah,
and I'm not into that one.
Yeah. I think you're right.
The aviator.
I think
one?
It's Chip.
Hell yeah.
So, crush on one of these two gumshoes. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
All right.
I
will. Thank you very much. Okay. And then there's like a mouse.
Gidget.
What is she from?
She's from Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, too.
Oh, okay. She's got big boobies. That's why she's on here. And she's very, she's, really pushing them out there, it looks like. Like, they're at attention.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She's fine. She looks, this is not a joke, but she looks a little mousy to me. I think she is a mouse. But she's
a mouse.
That's never been my type.
Cool. No mice.
Yeah.
No bears.
But no mice. Okay. I spoke too soon. No, listen, there's always an exception. I already said Baloo is my bear exception. And know who my mouse exception is? Jake from Rescuers Down Under.
Hell yes, bitch.
He's got an accent. He knows the Outback. He's tough. He wears one of those Australian Outback hats.
Again, no pants.
No pants. You know what? Great. Things are going faster in that case.
I think that's a resounding yes. Mm-hmm.
That's a resounding yes. Also,
next,
have you ever seen anyone throw a boomerang in real life?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, but I feel like he throws one and it's probably good.
Yeah, I bet it is.
He puts it out there, it comes right back. You know what I mean?
All right, I get it. What about the next one? Sherlock Hound. I don't know what this is.
I've never seen this, and just based on looks, no, and maybe. No to the walrus one, and maybe to the fox one.
They look like they're foxes.
Okay.
Or something. I think I would.
Well, that one.
He looks dapper.
The blue one looks like he has a goiter with a mustache on it, and that's most of his face.
Yep.
So I'm going to pass on that one. But sure, the other one, except he's wearing a Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I mean, he's wearing a Justin Timberlake vest, and I don't like it.
All right, fair enough. 3-piece suits aren't your thing.
No.
What about Goliath from Gargoyles?
No, because he looks stupid.
Yeah, he has a dumb face.
Yeah.
Ugh, he looks... I don't
also,
like it.
Those bat wings, I feel like the only bat wings I want near me are like the kind you make with your balls. Do you know what I mean?
I do, unfortunately. All right, next.
Bambi's dad.
Bambi's dad. I cannot. This bitch, man. Oh my god. No, I don't know.
That is the least anthropomorphic animal I've ever seen.
I mean, it has a chest.
But
like a muscular chest.
But like stags look like it. I feel like Bambi characters are the least anthropomorphic of the whole like Disney series. They just look like the animals that they are, but they talk.
Yeah, and they have those big eyes, so they're like super cute, and none of them are like, I don't know. Maybe Thumper.
She called him a stoic hottie.
God damn it.
I don't like it. The next one's from a Goofy movie, which I fucking love that movie.
Oh, Tevin Campbell. Doy.
Oh my God. I still listen to Eye to Eye probably once a week on Spotify.
Oh my God.
It was one of my top played songs in like 2018.
Dude, I was in Color Guard and we had a whole fucking routine to the
Powerline
movie.
Powerline, yeah. Yeah, or Eye to Eye.
Well, to Eye to Eye, a couple of the songs. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, it was like a medley.
Also, yeah, and also to Space Jam. So.
Oh, that's good. Oh my God.
Well, this one is Roxanne from Goofy Movie, and yes, absolutely, hot redhead. Yes.
I don't know. She doesn't.
V cute.
I think her face is too cartoony.
Okay, fair.
Also, I still don't understand how they're dogs. I guess it looks like she has a dog nose. But yeah, she the way she's like dressed and acts, she basically this is Ariel's hair.
Yeah.
So she has Ariel's hair and like she has a little naked shoulder. So I don't know, but she's I don't know, not for me.
I like it.
Okay, the next one is Buster or Babs Bunny. Again, those are children. That's from Tiny Toons. So we'll keep moving.
Yep.
Young Simba. We were kids at that point, I guess. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
and
like,
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but like adult Simba, I think he's good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And Nala.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Lions are sexy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who Kovu is from Lion King 2. I never saw that, but he looks
cool. He looks good.
Bad boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
We already talked about Robin Hood.
Absolutely.
And I loved Maid Marian, but not in like a sexy way. I just thought she was so cute in her little turtleneck and her overall dress.
Yeah, so fresh.
The Tramp from Lady and the Tramp. Listen, you don't get that nickname for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Something's up there. So I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Okay, this one is a big no for me.
Oh.
Dodger from Oliver and Company, I believe.
Yeah.
Dodger stole young hearts with Billy Joel's voice. No.
Oh my God.
Absolutely not. Billy fucking Joel, get out of here.
I'm 1,000% yes on this. I fucking loved Oliver's Company. I didn't know it was Billy Joel.
I hate that it's Billy Joel.
What's the song? It's like, I know I had a Disney sing-along. It's like right on the tip of my tongue because I recently thought about this song. But I had Disney sing-along tapes. Oh, why should I worry? Why should I care? I liked it.
That was really good.
Okay, my disdain for Billy Joel has lessened over the years, actually.
Okay.
I don't know what's happening, but we all change. Okay, the next one is Cooler from Pound Puppies.
No.
He looks homeless.
No. It's bad. He looks like Pete Davidson or something. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Okay, fair.
Okay, he looks, this is the thing. This is not my flavor. He looks unkempt. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
You know what? Put some pride into what you're presenting to the world. That's how I feel. And so, yeah.
The next one, Minerva Mink.
From Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Listen, bitch has got titties and long ass hair.
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, Animaniacs was not a children's show. That shit, like the shit that they talked about on that show, the writing was crazy. Do you remember the Lake Titicaca fucking song?
No, that's so funny though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's like right before I feel like no one was paying attention because they're like, it's a cartoon. We could just do whatever we want. But it was for sure on at like 2 p.m. every day.
Oh yeah. And they like, all the songs were like about old Hollywood too, and it was just like, what are they talking about? Who's Ben Vereen? You know, it's just so weird.
Oh my god,
What a show.
did you like any of the Chipettes?
Nope.
No, me either. And they all look derpy to me.
Yeah.
Ooh, what about the centaurs in Fantasia?
Fuck yeah,
Dude. I'm into it. That guy I like his butt.
It's good.
It's a horse's butt.
Horse's ass.
O'Malley and Duchess from the Aristocrats.
No, Aristocats.
Oh.
The Aristocrats.
Oh my god. The Aristocats.
Cats.
I'm not a cat person, so I'm not into it.
Yeah, it's not. It's a no for me. Next, Paula Abdul and Scat Cat.
Oh my god. I don't. No, he looks scary to me. His face is scary.
Yeah, he's like a fuck boy from the 90s for sure. For sure.
Then there's a goldfish from I think Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Yeah, it's a no.
No, and honorable. Okay, this is where. Okay, first of all, this article went off the rails on the second one, which was Chip.
Chip, yeah.
If you'll recall, which is awful. She had an honorable mention at the end of Jack Skellington.
Who is a skeleton of a human, I'm assuming.
I don't like it. Wait, I have one more thing.
Oh boy.
No, I'm not going to show you a picture. You'll know this person. Okay, I was like Googling. I Googled hot animated or I Googled hot cartoon animals. That's what I put into the search bar. And I found an article. It's 11 non-human Disney characters who made you feel things down there.
Oh no.
It too was a BuzzFeed article, more recent, like 2017. I should have looked to see if it was this other lady, because I feel like she has a thing.
This is her beat.
She has a type. Yeah, this is her beat. Okay, non-human. So this isn't an animal, but guess what this woman put? Guess a Disney
It's
character.
not an animal.
It's not an animal.
It's a Disney character.
Yeah. And it's not a human.
What era of
90s.
Okay, is it the Cave of Wonders cat from Aladdin? Am I right?
No.
Oh, damn, okay.
But it is from Aladdin, and it's the fucking magic carpet. She's like, he was just so... It's a whole
cheeky.
thing.
So cheeky.
Yeah. Oh, he was just like all about helping others. And dude, and then she's like, and how would you even with carpet, you ask? May I point you in the direction of his tassel finger?
God damn it.
He's gonna fuck you with his tassel finger. Fucking carpet. Also, he didn't have a name. It was just carpet.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Wow. God damn it.
Anyway.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, that was a wild ride.
Wow, that's enough of that. That's enough of that.
You know what I don't want to do? I don't want to ride that carpet.
What if it's magic?
I don't give a fuck.
I don't want your tassel fingers anywhere near or in me, sir,
Oh my
ma'am.
God.
I don't know. You don't. You know what? It doesn't matter.
Get your dusty ass tassels away from me. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I said I wanted a ride, not a ride.
Not a ride.
Yeah.
Not a ride.
I want to ride you. I don't want you riding me. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Okay, well, that took a real turn. That's all I have to say about furries, really.
Yeah.
It seems lovely, and you know what? God bless.
Yeah, you do you. All right. Well, follow us on social medias. Maybe this is the start of our furry journey. We don't know.
Yeah.
And that's where you'll find out, I guess. about what we're doing. I don't know.
Maybe we'll create personas. And yeah. What would your fursona be? I did a quiz before we got together on this.
I don't know. I didn't do a quiz. I don't know.
Well,
I think like a cute animal that is furry. Like not. I wouldn't be like a turtle or anything, though. I think I am kind of turtly, but I don't know. You know, like some people look like animals, and you could easily see what they would be. I don't know that I have that look, but I don't know.
Yeah.
What would yours?
I mean,
what's yours?
I'll send you this quiz to see what happens. I took a fursona quiz, and I apparently am Croc the alligator.
What? That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. It says, your name isn't the only thing about you that's ironic. You're a huge muscle-bound alligator with a rose mohawk and cheetah print shorts. But your favorite thing isn't eating people. You'd much rather read them wild poetry that you've written or dazzle them with your vegetarian culinary creations. So that's like literally the exact opposite of me. So maybe that is my fursona. I don't know.
But I don't like it, and no offense, that's not someone I'd want to hang out with.
Fair. Yeah. I don't
want to hear your poetry. And don't make me eat your food. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. It's wrong.
It's wrong, yeah.
We'll think of something.
Yeah, we'll come up with personas maybe, or not.
What do you guys think our personas are? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Tell us what our personas are. That's good.
Yeah, you can tell us on our Facebook page or any social media account that we possess.
Oh my God.
It's at DTFU Podcast everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can send us an email to dtfupodcast@gmail.com. You can go on our website, dtfupodcast.com. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh my God. I want to know what mine is.
Maybe somebody will tell you.
They'll tell us, but we could take it with a grain of salt because I think your fursona comes from within.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Well.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe you learned a little bit about the furry community, and now you have a different perception. I hope that's the case.
I hope that's the case too, and I hope you're accepting in it and very nice.
Yes. Because you know what? Be excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.